Hi, welcome back to the studio. Today I'm going to paint a little art card. This is gouache on a piece of black illustration board, I think it is. This definitely is, and this is the one I'm going to paint on. The art cards come in black illustration board, and that's another handy way to start the process. I have drawn the image on here with a graphite pencil, and I'm going to start using white gouache. I'm going to start with the moon, and this is pretty simple. I'm just using white. I want the moon to dry before I put any details on him. Okay, it's a little rough, so we'll come back with a smaller brush. Perfect some of our edges. And I'm going to come in with a little bit of water. I'm coming in with a little bit of water to lift up some of the white, because I like to have the feeling of different whites on there. Okay, then I'm going to come back again with the white and start I'm going to start my angel now. I'm starting my angel now with, I have cobalt and ultramarine on my palette, and I've mixed it with some of the white. And I'm starting on the cool shadow side of the angel's gown. I've moved over to what's going to be the lighter side. And this is the train that trails off. This can be a little cooler, a little darker. And we have the arm over here. Next is my face. This is a mixture of opera from Winsor Newton, Grumbacher, New Gamboge. I'm sorry, not New Gamboge, Naples Yellow, and raw sienna. And I just put a layer of paint down. These are the hands. Over here, she's holding a candlestick. The paint dries quickly, and I'm also painting fairly thickly. Coming back with the red, this is alizarin crimson. And I'll come back with just a little bit of the opera. that's got some of the Naples yellow in it. This will be my candle. I'm lifting some on the bottom because I like the top of the candle to be a little bit brighter. It's got the light on it. There we go. It needs some yellow here, and I'll put in my yellow for my flame. And I'll also come back here and start her hair. This is Hansa yellow, which is a little bit on the transparent side, so it's looking a little green there. I can add a little yellow, little white, excuse me, of the gouache white to the yellow, and this will make it more opaque. I'll add some raw sienna to the yellow, and this will be the darker side of her hair. Coming back with a touch of red. I'm going to put a little touch of red in my flame. Now that the gown has dried somewhat, I'm going to come back with gouache, and this is going to be the light with the blue in it, with the cobalt, but more of the gouache so that we get the highlight on this side and the cuff. The light on the sleeve, the light on the collar, now there's always a bit of color shift with gouache. So sometimes you have to do several layers to get the intensity that you want. So when I had red on my brush, I needed to put in the mouth. And of course there has to be a mouth here. I can come back and put in my stars. I seem to be losing this. Oh, there we go, much better. I'm going to take some of my raw sienna with a little bit of the perylene maroon, and this will be my eye. On the moon. Taking my cobalt and my perylene maroon and the raw sienna. And I'm mixing a bit for the eye. I've got some Schminky gold, iridescent gold watercolor here, and that's going to be my angel wings. And I'm going to add some stars in gold. The white stars have a cool blueness to them, and the gold, of course, adds a little glitter. I'm going to come back with the gouache, and now that the hair is dry, I'm going to add a tiara with dots, just dots of the white. And I might want to just lighten up her face on one side just a little bit. Her cheeks and such. There we go. The last thing I'm going to do here is add a tiny dot on the eye. Oops, it has to be the edge of the eye. That's not where I want it. So if it's not where you want it, you just come back with more paint and correct it. It's being watercolor. It's so handy. Just going to take that off. All right, let's try it again. Okay, we're going to try it again. We want a little dot on the edge on the side. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so there's our little angel. There's one thing I want to do. It's just not quite enough paint down here. So I'm going to come down with a little bit more paint down here. Looked like it when I first painted it, but as I said, there's always a little color shift. Lastly, I'll sign my initial on the front. And there is our little angel. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time in the studio. Bye now.